Yo, here's how to make a smoothie. So far, the part that's take the longest was me chopping up an apple, because I'm not too skilled with a knife. All right. So I think that frame shows the blender. Yes, it does. With all the stuff. So I've got the cocoa powder, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. So, first thing, we need to put in the liquid bases. I like cocoa milk, cocoa water, or coconut water, excuse me, because it's kind of sweet, tastes real good. If you don't like that, you don't need to use it. You can use any kind of juice, I think. Whatever juice you think tastes good. But I like to use the kefir. I don't know if you can see that with the probiotic. Plus I also bought this other special probiotic stuff. This is just me. This is another more like pure probiotic. And this recipe is being kind of perpetually kind of tweaked and reformulated. So, you know, the main thing is to get the real good stuff on board, the greens and what have you, and then and then the rest is just for flavor. So that's how that works. Like normally, I like strawberries, but today I've got some raspberries, so I thought I'll just use those. I have raspberries and pineapple. So now I pull out my veggies. This is the second part that takes probably the longest time. So I will show you what I did here. So I've got my vegetables pre-washed and put in this Tupperware deal. So I got kale, Swiss chard, and they're washed and ready to just tear off the green stuff that I want to use and throw away like the long fibrous stalk. But in the blender, depending, home blender probably can't deal with as much of the fiber as like the one I have, since mine's kind of fancy. But anyway, so here we go. So first things first, it's the liquids first. So your blender doesn't choke. So this isn't real scientific. It probably should be like a half a cup or something apiece. Or a cup, just depending. I don't know. And so that was the coconut water. Here's the probiotic. This is the kefir. There. I like to not put too much of that in because I want it to last. I bought this other probiotic stuff here. This is extra. Like I said, I think you should have some probiotic on board. I don't think you need extra per se, but I'm just trying this out for today. And the cheapest way to do it is to use I think just the kefir, or even like any kind of yogurt that has well, this stuff's really fermented. Sheesh. You can use even like live yogurt, like Activia or Dan Active, one of those type of things. Oh my goodness. I'm having a little explosion over here with probiotics. So that is my juice base. There you go. So, let's see. So now I just want to get rolling because I think this is taking me too long. Handful of blueberries for the ice and for antioxidants, like I said. Here's the pineapple for more ice and bromelain. Strong anti-inflammatory. Boy, this stuff's really frozen in here. Okay. Oh boy, that's frozen. Freezing my hand. It's great. If I live. This is honestly the second time I've really made the recipe from scratch, so I'm a little bit maybe not as quick at it as I will be. But I think this helps because it gives us a good idea of what it takes to do this. So, of course, I'm missing all my tablespoons, but I have one right here. Okay, so I'll put in my seeds next. Tablespoon of flaxseed. I'm going to do 1.5. Maybe 2. I don't know. Still working on the doses. At least a full tablespoon for each of these guys. These seeds. Maybe more. I'll fine tune the dosing. Pretty sure the flax seeds more. So here is the hemp seeds. Protein, omega-3s. Chia seeds. Tablespoon of these guys. Protein. Okay. Alright. Protein and omega-3s, sorry. Chias have both. All these seeds have high omega-3s and varying amounts of protein. But it's all about the omega-3s for anti-inflammation. Here's the pure cacao, unsweetened, strong antioxidant. Okay, so there's all the seeds. There's all the frozen fruit. Next is your scoop of your favorite protein powder. I got a scoop of strawberry. There we go. That's where all the real protein comes from, right there. And of course, you do get it from those seeds and whatnot, but that's not really what we're going for. We want the real stuff. Real protein. Then you can add a scoop of any other supplements you want, which I'm going to do. I didn't do that yesterday, but I have these other supplements I like that we can talk about later. This is called Vitamin Mineral Earth. It's got all these, it's basically sawdust. It's got all these exotic barks and stuff that are supposed to be good for the liver, and a little bit of hocus pocus. I haven't done all my research on it, but you know, it's one of those hocus pocus things. It's kind of like, you know, if it works, if it may work, why not? And I have a thing called Vitamin Mineral Green too that kind of I don't really need now. I mean, it does have a lot of greens that are not in my concoction, so I do like the Vitamin Mineral Green. That just is what it is. It's got like spirulina, wheatgrass, and a lot of stuff that I don't have in this concoction. But the main thing is what I'm doing right now is I'm tearing off the kale leaves off the stalks. So so far I put one green kale. Here's a purple kale. You want to have the purples and the greens in this mix because the purple has that purple pigment. I forget the name of it. Has a real high nutritive value, and that purple pigment, again I forget the name of the chemical, is important to put in your smoothie. So here's a piece of purple chard. Here's a piece of green chard. Green Swiss chard is pretty much like spinach. So another piece of purple people eater, you know. Purple kale. So, 2 pieces of purple kale, a piece of green and purple chard, and those 2 pieces of green kale. 2 pieces of green and purple kale, just 1 big piece of green and purple Swiss chard. That should be enough for that. And then on top of that, I'm going to throw an apple. My lovely apple that took the longest to do out of this whole thing. Apple goes on top, so that's how you do it. Liquid, small stuff, greens. Okay, this is ready to go. I may end up adding more liquid. Oh, I need water. You got to add water too to give it more, make it more liquidy. And that part is, I add water just so it's not too thick. Okay, because it's got to have enough water to make it as thick as you like. So anyway, here's what it looks like. All the stuff in it. Here we go. Putting it on the thing to do its deal. And you guys have your osterizer or whatever at home. Should be just fine. Alright, probably, it was really good camera work, I know. Okay, here we go. And it's going. It's going. All right. I think that's pretty much it. And then you just you drink it. So, all right, there you have it.